Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently holding for further traffic clearance.
Check out Kristen's new website, magicaljourneysvacations.com, for all your vacation needs. Disney, Universal, cruise lines, and more.
Thank you for traveling with us.
magicaljourneysvacations.com. Have her book your magical vacation today.
To a Weeby Geeks Network podcast.
The Dining at Disney podcast. The Dining at Disney podcast.
You know the thing about good food? It brings folks together from all walks of life.
Your ultimate source for the wonderful world of dining at the Disneyland and Walt Disney World Resort.
If you are what you eat, then I only want to eat the good stuff.
Kristen and Bubba are your guides on this culinary adventure.
People are going to line up for miles around just to get a taste of my food.
Our food.
Join them as they discuss the latest food news, expert tips, recommendations, and trip planning advice as it relates to Disney dining.
Try the gray stuff. It's delicious. Don't believe me? Ask the dishes.
From quick service to fine dining, you'll discover all the best restaurants and food as you hungrily explore the Disney parks.
Let's do this thing!
The Dining at Disney podcast. And now your hosts, Kristen and Bubba.
Welcome to another episode of the Dining at Disney podcast, your ultimate source for delicious discussion about dining at Disneyland and Disney World. I am foodie, travel guru, and your host, Kristen. And with me is former cast member, future Club 33 member, and restaurant guru. He's done everything in the business. It is Big Bubba B.
Everything, yes. You can definitely say that. Everything from the dishes to managing. Yes.
You've got it all covered. So see, this is why it's so perfect that you're on the show, because you've done it all. You know what goes on behind the scenes.
Yes, I do. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not.
So, Bubba, we've got today's discussion is going to be, because everybody loves top fives. So we're doing top 5 places to grab an adult beverage. So again, this show is going to be for anybody who is 21 and up, likes to have a nice drink every now and then, sit back, relax, or enjoy a fun environment, some unique drinks. We've decided this is going to be general. We're not just doing like beer or just wine or whatever. So we're covering everything with this. So you'll definitely find some fun places on this list to grab some drinks. Some of them might even have some shenanigans going on. So
yes. So I can't wait to talk about this.
Okay, Bubba, I'm gonna let you kick it off then.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, since Disneyland does not serve alcohol, as you know, I'm not limited. You know, we have Downtown Disney, the hotels, and we have Disney California. So, you know, there's a lot of places you can do. There's only one place in Disneyland that serves alcohol, and that's Club 33. So if you have a chance to go there, have a drink, definitely recommend that. But we're going to talk about the most popular places, in my opinion, that definitely stick out, when it comes to when you want that drink, when you need a drink. Sometimes you will need that drink. You got all these kids around you, just sometimes take the edge off, and it definitely hits the spot, especially when you're in California. So my first choice is the Carl Strauss handcrafted beer truck, which is located inside the Pacific Wharf at Paradise Pier in Disneyland, Disney California Adventure. So this is it's just a nice big truck that they park in the middle of Paradise Wharf, or the Pacific Wharf, and you have your choice of 6 beers to choose from. This is from the Carl Strauss Brewery in San Diego, which is a very popular brewery. They have some great beers, award-winning beers too, a lot of awards for that brewery. And some of the popular ones are the Endless Summer Light, which they always have on tap. That's kind of a rosemary, earthy type of beer, nice malty flavor. You could do the Pintail Pale Ale, which has tropical aromas and, of course, citrus hoppy flavors. They said it's a very hoppy pale ale, so if you like that type of beer, that's definitely for you. For all you dark ale drinkers, they have a dark Belgian ale, which is also kind of a malty. It has hints of banana too, which is great.
Oh,
Uh,
what's the name of that one?
it's called Full Suit Dark Belgian Ale.
That's it.
Yes, and it's definitely full of flavors and aroma. You've had that one before?
I have, as soon as you said banana, I was thinking, oh, I want to say it's called Full Sail, not Suit. I had the full part in my head. I knew it started with an S, but I couldn't remember what it was. But yeah,
Yeah,
I like that
definitely.
one. It's
Yeah,
not like
that's
a strong banana either. It's just,
it's just
kind of like in the
it's just a
background.
little, yeah, it's just like a little compliment of it. It's not like in your face. It's just I definitely taste the subtleness of it. Uh, and then the two most popular ones is the Tower 10, which is a little bit more alcohol in it, but it's definitely has the hints of grapefruit, pine, and it's a type of dry hoppy beer too, but it also has citrus
Is it an
aromas.
IPA?
Yes, it is an IPA, an Indian Pale Ale. Yeah, it's one of the popular ones, IPAs in California. And then my favorite beer, and I always talk about this one, is the Red Trolley, which fits perfectly for the California Adventure theme, with the red trolley going around. But that one has probably won the most awards with Carl Strauss, and it's brewed in half a ton of caramelized malts, and definitely has a deep copper color to it and a rich toffee flavor, which you will enjoy. I don't like dark red beers, but this one definitely is one of my favorites. And definitely you have to try it when you go to the park or the Carl Strauss beer truck. And then usually they switch off the 6 with whatever season it is. I believe right now they have the Mosaic IPA, which is definitely not your usual IPA. It's more of a light, fragrant, fruity beer. And I believe that's on tap right now during the summer. They usually change them out during the fall and winter time. So, and all beers are $8 a glass, and you get a good amount of it too. So,
What, 16
it's,
ounces, right?
yeah, 16 ounces. All the alcohol are served in like these green neon cups, so that way you can see oh, they have alcohol over here, they have a regular cup over here, so that way you're not taking the alcohol outside of the park or anything like that either.
Or giving it
So,
to children.
or giving it to children. You see a kid with that cup, you pull it away right away. That's one thing we were taught when I was a cast member there. It's like, if you see a kid with that cup, immediately take it away and call security.
Wow.
Yeah.
That red trolley though, that one I do like, and I think for having a copper color and being a darker beer, it's really easy to drink in the summer too.
Very.
It's not it's not a heavy beer at all. It has good flavor, but it's still kind of leans on the light side.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. One of the restaurants I worked at here, I brought it in, and people loved it to death. Loved it. And then all of a sudden, all these bars started popping up with it, which I'm like, oh, man, they're stealing my idea. So,
Well, my number 5, now I have to say, trying to come up with 5 was very difficult because I could have easily come up with a list of 10 great places. And this one it's a newer location. It is the Lava Lounge. It's been around, I think, for a couple of years now, but it's part of Rainforest Cafe in downtown. Downtown, like I almost said it, in Disney Springs. It's on the Marketplace side. Oh, I've been so good about that too. But and it's only when I record with you. It must be because I'm thinking like downtown
Disney.
Disneyland, that it gets in my head and it just kind
Yeah.
of wants to go with that. But this is actually sits on the water. It's outside, open air bar. So it has a really nice, like relaxing atmosphere because you are outside, so you do have view of the water. It's right across the bridge. You can also see the volcano go off, but they have
Nice.
fun cocktails. So, and that's another reason it made the list is you've got some really fun drinks like a Cheetah Rita, which is Jose Cuervo Gold Tequila, Patron Citrone, orange liqueur, sweet and sour, and it's got a salted rim. You also have a drink called the Island Freeze. It's a Captain Morgan spiced rum with strawberry puree, grapefruit juice, blended with some orange sherbet, and topped off with refreshing ginger beer. So
Mm.
you've got some unique cocktails there. Of course, they do have, beers and other things like that as well. And they do have a lounge menu. So in addition to your drinking, if you need to grab a bite of something to eat, you can get some appetizers there as well. So the drink menu is a lot of fun. So that's why it made number 5 on my list.
Nice. Well, I will go with my number 4, and that is well, all these places I have been to, and I've been with Kristen when she has come over to California our way. We've been there together, and this is one of the places where we actually recorded a show for one of your other shows for Sorcerer Radio, and that is Carthay Circle Lounge. And it's definitely has that 1930 lounge setting feel, the ambiance, kind of like how Walt felt. We know when he first came to California, when he had to go have a cocktail or two. And this place is known for its signature cocktails, its craft beer, its California wines, seltzer soda, and it has a full bar with unique glassware to complement your drink. And one of the popular drinks over there is the Carthay Martini, which is made with Hendrick's gin and a blue cheese stuffed olive truffle. But what makes the martini, what they've kind of put on a show when they make this, because they use ice spheres to chill your drinks, and they make the sphere in front of you. I don't know how they do it. They have this little ice press, and it just comes out to a perfect ball, and they shape it right in front of you and put it in your drink to chill your drink. They also have Walt's drink of choice, which is called the Scotch Mist. And if you hurry and go before the 60th ends, they do have 2 60th drinks, the Diamond Martini or the Diamond Manhattan. The Manhattans are very popular at Carthay Circle. They use Bullet Rye small batch American whiskey, Carpano Antica sweet vermouth, Angostura bitters, and gourmet maraschino cherries, and they serve that with diamond-shaped ice right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool too. So they do have appetizers also to complement whatever drink you decide to get. Like I said, they have a full bar too, so any drink you want, they will make. And they do have craft beers that they do change regularly, but mainly some of the local ones are the Anaheim Hefeweizen, which a lot of people get that one. And they do serve the Red Trolley also in that bar too. So that's my number 4 pick, is the Carthay Circle Lounge.
Nice.
Yes.
So I'm sticking with Disney Springs. My next location is also there, and it has been a longtime favorite place for me, and it's Raglan Road Irish Pub and Restaurant. Now, the thing about this is the restaurant is, it gives you a feeling of being in Ireland. It's a large restaurant. It has its main dining room, and inside they've got a band. They also have, if you've ever seen like the river dance, that style of Irish dancing, they actually have dancers who do that. There are there's also a quick service location called Cooks of Dublin that's connected to it. In between one section of doors in this location, between the restaurant and Cooks of Dublin, is a little small bar that they have there called Hole in the Wall, and they run some really cool. They've run a Bailey's, like frozen Irish drink that's super cool. And then they've got another outdoor bar as well on the other side of the restaurant. So, I mean, this place has a lot of places for you to sit down, grab a drink, relax, enjoy yourself, whether you want to be outside or inside listening to the music. But they've got tons of beers. They do have a nice selection of imported beers from Ireland and the rest of the UK. One of my favorites is the Kilkenny Irish Cream Ale. It's It's a long time favorite of mine from there. They do have domestic beers, of course. Uh, they even have Irish craft beers. The four that they carry, one is called Raglan Road Irish Stout. There's Raglan Road IPA, Granny Mary's Red Ale, and Gargles Fancy Frank's Lager. You can actually do what's called the Irish craft beer flight and try, is it 2 or 3 ounces of each of them? So that's one of my favorite things to get is their little Irish craft sampler. They've got bottled beers. There's also another beer flight that they do called the Four Provinces. It's Guinness, Smithwick's, and Harp, and Kilkenny. Then they have all kinds of other like beers and ciders, local brews, whiskey. Of course, you can't have an Irish bar without having Irish whiskey. So they do have some Irish whiskeys along with some Scotch and American ones as well. They have a flight that you can order. Plus, they have specialty cocktails like the iced Irish, which is Patty's Irish whiskey, butterscotch schnapps, Bailey's salted caramel with iced coffee topped with whipped cream. So, as they say, it's like Ireland's answer to Starbucks.
Yeah, wow.
But there's all kinds like wine as well. So you've got all kinds of things. Whether, like I said, they've got specialty cocktails, they've got Irish whiskeys, and tons of Irish beers. So that's why it made the list. And it's a fun place to sit back, relax, and enjoy drinks with friends.
Nice. I'll go with my number 3. This is a place where we've had some wine over in California Adventures in the wine in the Golden Valley area, and this is the Alfresca Tasting Lounge. And what's great about this place is that it's upstairs, outdoors. You have a great view of Radiator Springs right down the middle of the road. But they do have a lot of wines that you can choose from. But what's great about this is they do have the flight sampling. I believe you had one of the flights last time you were there.
I did.
A couple people did, actually. So they have 8 different type of unique flights. They have a light wine, a red, white, and rosé, a charismatic Chardonnay, a perfect Pinot, tours of Napa, a big red, a red blend, a big red, and a California Cabernet flight also. Now, some of these do change depending on what season it is, but they all come with 3 different types of wine, 1 ounce each, and they range from $18 to $25. But they do definitely, each wine does complement the next wine as you go down, drinking. And I was trying to remember the one that you had last time. I couldn't remember which one.
It's the one that has Lassiter's wine in it.
And I believe that is the red, white, and rosé, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh no, mine would have been the one that's all reds. That's Lassiter.
The red blend.
That's it.
The red blend, then. I think the rosé does have a Lassiter, I believe, but the red blend, I believe, it has all the Lassiter. That's another thing, is that it does serve John Lassiter's. He has a vineyard out here in California, and you can try some of his wines. And Kurt Russell, which is a Disney legend, you can try his wines too. And he has 2 of them there called the Goji Jelly Bean Pinot Noir and the Goji Goldie Chardonnay. I wonder who that's named after. Who
could that possibly be?
So, and they're very popular. A lot of people order those wines. His wines are the most expensive that at the Alfresca Tasting Lounge, but all the glasses of wine range from $9 to $23. So it's a very reasonable price depending on what, the types of wine you get. And what you can also share a bottle too with friends if you decide to. And those range from $39 to $110 a bottle. I believe the the Goldie is the most expensive bottle there at 110. But
Wow.
they do have other bottles for 40, $39 that come from a lot of Napa Valley wines. They have a couple of cabs that are I forgot the name of those from
Is it Sonoma?
Sonoma. Thank you. Sonoma and Robert Mondavi too. They do have a couple Robert Mondavi, which is a very popular vineyard too here in California. But it's the setting is beautiful. They do have cheese plates that complement your wine that you have, and it's a very nice, relaxed setting. You can get away from the heat and the crowd, and get a nice aerial view of Radiator Springs and everything that's around you at the Alfresca Tasting Lounge.
And you can see Disneyland cats.
Oh yeah, that's right. We saw a cat last time. They always hang out on that hill, right? The hill around. Forgot the ride now. The Rapids ride. I just totally forgot. Grizzly River Run. Yeah, the Grizzly River Run mountain. And that cat was so cute. It came right to our little wall right there against and let us pet her. That was so cute. And then that cat even had a name too. I forgot what the server said.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
Yeah, so all the cast members give the cats little names because they always come out constantly.
The thing that I like about this location is it's the only place that you can get all of the Disney family of wines.
Yeah, that's a lot of Disney family wines are served there. So it's something you have to try if you're a wine lover, especially around in that area too, because there's a couple of little other places that serve wine. Like just in that little area, there's about 40 or 50 different wines you can try.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nice. they also do bottled beer too. They do have the domestic and imports that are very popular around here.
Well, over at Disney World, the next one on my list is the only one that I have that's actually in a park, and it's La Cava del Tequila. It is located inside the Mexico Pavilion at Epcot, and it features, of course, by the name, you can guess, tequila. And there are hundreds of types of tequilas that you can get. They even have mezcal, some specialty ones as well that you can get, tequila flights. But my favorite thing to get is the specialty margaritas. They have a lot of choices. There's a coffee mezcal margarita, cucumber, jalapeno, blood orange. One of the most unique ones that I've had is the Hiracha, and it's tequila, Hiracha cream rum, which if you cannot tolerate dairy, this one you will not want to have. Fireball cinnamon whiskey. It has agua de horchata, and it's topped with cinnamon powder. So it's got a very unique flavor to it. But they have, I would say, 15 to 20 different kinds of margaritas. It's just a fun place. If you like sangrita with your shot of tequila, they have the best sangrita that I have ever had anywhere. It is just incredible. And it looks like you're in almost like a little cave, a little cellar. It's very small, very quaint. So it's a great place to go. They do have a to-go line because they get so busy that they have to have a line where the only option is for you to get your drink and go. So that's another thing. And it's a very popular place during Food and Wine Festival. So I recommend that if you're wanting to grab a drink there during the festival, go early in the day when they first open if you want to grab a seat. That way you have a place to sit, relax, and kind of chill out for a bit. So, yeah, nice. La Cava del Tequila.
Nice. Well, I guess our number twos are very similar. And similar, but not
they're
similar.
Related.
They're very relatable.
There's brothers.
Yeah.
Let's say they're brothers.
Brothers. One might be the older, good-looking brother. but because we were just talking about this right before the show. But over at the Disneyland Hotel, we have Trader Sam's Enchanted Tiki Bar, one of the most popular hangouts if you're not in the park. People park at downtown Disney and go right there to the Tiki Bar. But inspired by the famous Jungle Cruise that everybody, I hope, has been on if you're a Disney fan. And I like how the description of it said adventure, mystery, and romance await you at Trader Sam's. I don't think romance when I'm at Trader Sam's, really, which is funny. No, adventure, yes. Mystery, yes. Romance, you have that. You have that set, the Hawaiian setting. But what's great about this place, there's plenty of outdoor seating. But they're very limited to indoor seating, which you know all about.
That was an adventure.
Yeah, we won't go back into that.
You could say the outside could be considered a romantic area because at night it's lit with the tiki torches. It's now inside
It is
definitely I don't get romance at all inside, especially with recipes for body parts that Trader Sam has sent to his friends.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit loud, even outside, sometimes it can be a little bit loud, because a lot of groups also go there too, and we had a meetup there too when last D23 happened, or a couple of D23s ago, if I remember.
Oh yeah.
We had a meetup there and there was a lot of us. I mean, there was about 20,
the past
30
two
of us.
ones we have.
Yeah. And, we're loud, but having a good time. And, but, like I said, plenty of outdoor seating. They have an outdoor fireplace with seating around that. So you can sit right by the fire on those cold California days, which we have very limited. And, some of the drinks, they include a hippopoto mai tai, a shrunken zombie head, a kablooey. Kablooey is the name of the drink. I want to list all the ingredients of these, but I'm going to list one of them, which is the most popular drink, and it's the biggest. It's preferably for two people, so it's very strong, and it's even served in a bowl set on fire, and that's called the Ua, and that's light and dark rums, orange, passion fruit, guava, pineapple, grapefruit juices, falernum, which is kind of like a sweet syrup for tropical drinks, cinnamon, and fresh lime juice. Like I said, that drink is for two people.
I think it's $50 with the bowl.
Yes, with the bowl.
Like
you get to take the bowl home, which is great. And the drink is very strong. Even for two people, it's very strong.
The one thing is they have I'll mention it when I get to my number.
We'll get to yours. Yeah, because I don't know if the menus are very similar with yours, but here it's one of the most popular places to hang out at when you're not inside the park, and they do also serve appetizers for Hawaiian appetizers, and they do have a live Hawaiian band playing outside, and it's a nice setting. Very relaxed sometimes, depending, and it's also a long wait too. Sometimes you're gonna have to, wait an hour just to get a table, whether inside or outside. But Trader Sam's inside the Disneyland Hotel, that's my number 2.
And my number 2 is Trader Sam's Grotto, which is inside Disney's Village, Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. Again, this is why we said brothers. It's Trader Sam. He's not a girl. You always. What's always interesting is you refer to things as being sister locations. Why sisters?
Yeah, exactly.
Why is it that you have a mothership? What about the fathership?
Fathership.
So see, we're saying these are brothers.
We're
not gonna leave. We're not gonna exclude the boys here. We're gonna say these are brother locations. The drinks, not all of them are the same. Like we do have the giant drink you were just talking about. However, the bowls are different. They're not the same.
Oh. Okay.
the shrunken zombie head. We also have that, and its head is a different color, I believe. But like you guys have shipwreck. There's
Yeah,
no
we have the
shipwreck.
shipwreck drink. Yes. It's another
Yes, you
popular
can't get the shipwreck. We
one.
have a dark and tropical stormy. That's one of the
Oh,
drinks that you guys don't have.
yeah, about to say we don't have that.
You don't have the Polynesian Pearl either, which is an
We
interesting
have
drink. Do
we
you?
have the pearl, but it's not called the Polynesian pearl. It's I believe it's called the pearl. If I have to look at the menu again. I could have sworn I saw the pearl.
And this
Not-
one, now with most of the drinks, you have the option to not get the mug the souvenir mug that comes in, and they're actually very nice souvenir mugs. They're worth collecting. But the Polynesian Pearl is one of the ones that does. You have to get the cup, and it's a plastic. It's not even like a good one. So you could end up with like every time you order this drink, you would have to get a pearl. So you could end up with like 20 of these things if this was your favorite drink. It is actually a really good drink. I like drinks that have a little bit of like cinnamon to them. Not cinnamon like cinnamon liquor that has that heavy cinnamon, but actual like, the hint of like cinnamon dusted on something.
Yeah.
And so like my favorite drink, which you can also get out in Disneyland, is the tiki rum. And it has Pirate XO Reserve rum, cream of coconut, pineapple and orange juice dusted on top with a little bit of cinnamon and nutmeg. So it's kind of, in a sense, like a kicked up pina colada.
Pina colada,
really good. It's really good, and it's not too sweet or too heavy. I think the orange juice kind of cuts through some of that sweetness a little bit that you have from the coconut and pineapple. So it's a nice drink. But the shenanigans that go on in this place is what really makes it fun. Certain drinks have things that go along with them. So like the pearl, they have this oyster that opens up and they grab out the pearl and it's like, ooh, they make like a big deal about it. And when these drinks come out, and some of them, they squirt water at you. And the shipwreck one out in Disneyland, there's like a ship in a bottle, and they've got lightning, and all these fun antics that go on inside that if you're outside you don't get to experience, which is why it's fun to go inside. You have to at least do it once, even if that means you're going to wait in line an hour to get into the again, they're really tiny, both of them are.
Yes.
Disney World is larger, but not by a lot. But the things that go on are kind of different too inside. I think the cast members enjoy it more out in Disneyland than they seem to in Disney World.
That's funny.
But I think it's fun. You can't at Disney World after, I believe it's 9:00. You must be 21 or older in order. They will actually tell you to leave if you have a child who is under the age of 21 with you.
I believe that's the same way here too.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
that's good. Because the freaks come out at night.
And they do have the option of some appetizers here as well. There's like a headhunter sushi roll, chicken lettuce cups, Kahlua pork tacos, Hawaiian tuna poke. So you've got some of those things too to snack on.
Yeah, we don't have the pearl. I'm thinking the pearl from another place, which is my next place, which I'll go to as soon as you're finished.
And I am ready to move
Everybody?
on to
All right.
number one.
Number one. This place is the most popular place when it comes to annual pass holders, when people come out of town. This is where me and my wife Taylor met Al, John, and Kristen for the very first time. And that is the Cove Bar inside California Adventure, right on the pier next to Ariel's Grotto. It overlooks Paradise Bay. You see California Screamin', Silly Symphony Strings, the Golden Zephyr. The view is amazing. Gives you that that kind of like amusement park beach feel. But this place is a popular place. Sometimes you have to wait 2 hours just for a table, but they literally have a lot of specialty drinks, sangria, beers, and tequila flights. So they do have a red and white, sangria that includes Beso del Sol red sangria made from 100% natural marriage of Spanish Tempranillo grapes, orange, blood orange, lemon juices, and a touch of natural cinnamon. Some of the sparkling white wines include Kendall Jackson, Catherine's Vineyards, and Placido Pinot Grigios. Red wines includes the Bowline Vineyard Cabernet Sauvignon, Napa Valley, and the Cabernet Sauvignon from Sonoma County. The beers, they do have a lot of popular domestic and imports like Fat Tire, Corona, Stella Artois. They do have the Anaheim Hefeweizen Craft. When it comes to tequila, this is also a great place. They do serve 3 types of tequila, the Tres Generaciones, or you can do the Luna Azul brand tequilas, which it's made in Mexico. The owner, used to be the co-owner of Jose Cuervo. He started his own brand of tequila, the Luna Azul tequila brand. And you can have a flight to a sampling of the Silver, Anejo, and the Reposado. And then one of the most popular tequilas, in my opinion, brands, and that's the Patron. You can have a flight of that. What's great about this place, though, is that they serve a special tequila that is just for the Disney parks and resort. You can find it both at Disney California and at Disney World, this tequila only. And it's called the Patron Barrel Select Anejo, which has a very smooth taste, light toasted wood, vanilla, light agave, citrus, dry fruits, and they're aged in 13-month limousine oak barrels.
Wow.
And this, like I said, it's exclusively packaged just for the Disney parks. And you can find the tequila over at, I forgot, Crockett's, I believe. You have trying to remember the name of it. Yeah, Crockett's Tavern in Fort Wilderness, the Fort Wilderness Resort. That's where you can find that tequila also at Disney World. So I haven't had the chance to try this tequila, and I'm definitely going to have to when I go buy it. You can do the flights also, which that tequila is included. And what makes this place stick out even more are the mixed drinks and the secret menu, which we've talked about the secret menu before. So some of the drinks that are on the specialty menu include a blue glowtini, sky infusion citrus vodka, peach schnapps, blue curacao, pineapple juice with the sugared rim, and of course it comes with the glow cube. Or you can do the habanero lime margarita with Patron Silver tequila, habanero lime, and house-made sweet and sour. But the list is very extensive on the specialty drinks, but it's the secret menu that you don't see that everybody goes for, which include like 5 different types of drinks that have its own twist on a Long Island iced tea. The Black Pearl, that's the one I was getting confused one, but they have the Black Pearl, Earthquake, Neverland Tea, the Fun Wheel, and the Zombie. And like I said, they all have their unique different twist on it. The Fun Wheel is one of my favorites. If you get a chance to go to the Cove Bar, I highly recommend that one. And like I said, all these drinks are very strong too. That's something that you always constantly hear, is how strong the drinks are at California Adventure when they make the mixed drinks. Even at when they do it's not here anymore, but Mad Tea Party when they had the bars, the drinks that they serve were very strong. You only needed like 2 and you were like, okay, I'm done. I'm not drinking anymore. But they'd also serve an array of appetizers, the most popular being the lobster nachos, which is another favorites on my list. And, this is a great hangout. You can watch World of Color there also if you are lucky enough to be there at the perfect time, I believe there is an extra charge to stay, or you have to spend a certain amount in order to stay to watch World of Color. But one of the best hangouts in California Adventures, and probably the whole park. Like I said, a lot of APs go here just to hang out, have a couple drinks before they go out, and then enjoy the rest of their night.
I like that location. It's just kind of fun and relaxing.
It is. You have that setting. You can hear the roller coaster go off, which is great. I love seeing California Screaming take off. You can hear Neil Patrick Harris doing the countdown.
I know
like that,
you're in a hurry, but for your safety.
In 5, 4, 3, scream! I love that.
Oh, that's one of my favorite rides.
Yeah, it is. Mine too.
Well, my number one it opened last year. It's called Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar. And if you are a Indiana Jones fan, of course, Jock Lindsay is a familiar name to you then. And it has all that kind of theming to it. There is both indoor and outdoor seating. Some of the outdoor seating is at a second bar. There's a bar inside and a bar outside. And then they have a big ship that you can sit in as well. And it kind of like the center of it's kind of empty. So it's like the tables are kind of circular around the it's like a little table, and everybody sits on one side of it. So it kind of keeps, like, if you're gonna have people standing, it works, or if you're just wanting to people watch, it's a great place to sit. But they have a really unique menu. Everything is based on Jock's Travels. So the menu is designed by location. So you'll look at a section and it'll have beers and wines and cocktails that are all like Asian themed or African themed or European, North American. So everything is sectioned off in the menu that way, not necessarily by cocktail, beer, wine. It's done by location, which makes it really cool. Some of their drinks even have specialty cups that you can purchase. So one of them that we tried was called the Cool-Headed Monkey. And it's Star African rum, Vanderham tangerine liqueur, fresh lime juice, watermelon, and pineapple juice. And that you could, I believe it was $10 for the souvenir glass that comes with it. And it's like a little like ceramic kind of mug that looks like a monkey. And it's actually really cool. I like it. Nice. And I thought for $10, it's really not a bad price for a souvenir that you get to take home too.
Yeah.
One of the most popular drinks here is called Reggie's Revenge. And Reggie is Jock's pet snake. And his drink is Florida Cane, Orlando Orange Vodka, Midori Melon Liqueur, white cranberry juice, and fresh lime juice. And we haven't tried it yet. We've heard it's fantastic. There was actually a guy who had ordered it next to us the first time we went there, and his drink was gone in like no time at all, and he was already ordering another one. If you like sangria, they have a Safari Sangria, which is South African red wine with Vanderham tangerine liqueur. That's worth trying. If you like Singapore Slings, which has quite a bit of alcohol in it, yes. Theirs is Plymouth Gin, Herring Cherry Liqueur, Benedictine, Cointreau, fresh lime juice, pineapple juice, and grenadine.
Wow.
And in addition to this, they do have bottled beers, hard cider, like they've got Ace's pineapple hard cider. So not just your traditional like apple hard cider. There's draft beers. They've got white, red, and rosé wines. So you can always order those as well. And if you need a bite to eat, they have a nice selection of appetizers, and they're not small either. We went thinking we were going to, the first time when it first opened, we were going to need to order at least 4. And we went to order, and our server was nice enough, and she was like, just so you know, they're pretty big. So you might want to just start with a few of these, and if you're still hungry, then order the next thing.
That's a nice server right there.
It was. And the 3 was like just enough for us. we were glad we went with that instead of getting tons and tons of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a fun environment. If you sit outside, you have a nice view of the water. It does sit on the water. The boat sits in the water. And if you're inside, there are tons and tons of stuff for you to see from Jock's travels around the world. So you can view his postcards and souvenirs and all of that kind of stuff. So definitely worth, I think, checking out.
Nice.
So I think that's everything for today, don't you?
Yeah, I'm ready to go to the bar.
Me too.
Usually when we talk about food, we're like, "Oh, I'm so hungry." Now we're talking about alcohol. Oh, I'm so thirsty.
I'm hungry and thirsty.
And
I
thirsty.
need both.
Sounds
Well,
good.
thanks so much, guys, for downloading this show. We are part of the We Be Geeks Network, where you can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, and watch us on YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe to our feeds. Share it with your friends. Give us a review. We would love a 5-star rating. We want to know what you are loving about the show, what you want more of us to do. So if you are looking to support us, because some of you have asked, like, what can we do to help keep the show going? And that's easy. You can shop our affiliate link. So if you're shopping the Disney Store, Garden Grocer, Jelly Belly, you can click on one of those links, or you can pick up the Epcot Dining Guide, Epcot Food and Wine Festival Guide. We also have Patreon, which you can find on the website, and you can set that up to donate as little or as much as you want. And we do like to give you a little something in return with that. So it'll tell you, depending on the amount, what you get. Bubba, it's time for you to tell everybody where to find you.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, big_Bubba_B. Give me a follow, give me a ring, give me a message, give me something. So yeah, give me a follow. I try to keep everyone updated on the happenings at Disneyland. So love you guys.
As far as dining at Disney, you can find us on everything social media: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, all those lovely places. YouTube, we're The Dining at Disney, so you can watch Bubba and I do this show and see our faces and hand gestures and all that kind of crazy stuff there. And for those of you that are looking for articles, you can visit diningatdisney.com. You'll always find us there. We'd like to know what's on your list. What is your top 5? So share with us.
Yes.
You can email us at podcast@diningatdisney.com, or of course hit up one of those social media places that we told you about. But we'd love it if you would email us, and we'd be happy to share it with everybody else. So now you know how to do that. Until next time, thanks so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed our delicious discussion today, and bon appetit.